In this video, we are going to see about July 2017 Part C problems. Okay, so this is the dimensional analysis problem. In that, they ask you to derive this condition. Okay, here they have given H is the head and U is the kinematic viscosity and G is acceleration. All these details are given. So first, as usual, you have to write down the given data. So here Q is the dependent variable and all the others are independent variable. So here there will be some confusion here. So many variables are here. In addition to this, they have given the three things. You mustn't consider this. Okay, this is at last we can derive that. You have to change the equation to like this. Okay, so first if you are taking H, V, nu and G, you won't get the answer. So for that, consider only the first variables. Okay, in the problem they have given rate of the discharge. Q is dependent upon the mass, N, D, pressure and mu. Only this 5 variables, only with the 5 variables you can able to derive this equation. So first, this is your dependent variable, this is your independent variables. So write down the dimensions for all the variables. So how many fundamental dimensions are here? M is there, L is there, T is there. So 3 fundamental dimensions are here. Number of variables is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So number of pi terms will be 3. So pi 1, pi 2, pi 3. So the next step is you have to select the repeating variables. So geometric property, fluid property, flow property. Write down the pi 1 value, pi 2 value, pi 3 value. After that, as usual, you have to equate it. Okay, if you are equating it, you will get the pi 1 value, pi 2 value and pi 3 value. So finally what you will do? This pi 1 you have to represent in terms of pi 2 and pi 3. So pi 1 is equal to some function of pi 2 and pi 3. But we didn't get the answer. What is our answer? What they want to ask us to derive? Nd cube is there, GH, but instead of GH we are having pressure. What is pressure? P is equal to rho GH. Okay, so we are in need of GH. So GH is equal to P by rho. So here P by rho is there. You have to write it in terms of GH. Clear? And here mu by rho N d square is there. What is mu by rho? That is kinematic viscosity. Clear? Dynamic viscosity divided by density is your kinematic viscosity. So finally you have to write it in this equation. Okay? Clear? As usual problem, the same problem as we are deriving it in the Buckingham's pi theorem. Finally you have to change the equation with the formula. Pressure is equal to rho GH. We have to derive it in the form of GH. So P by rho is equal to GH. Mu by rho is equal to nu. This is the answer. Clear? The next problem is the design of lined canal. Okay. If the discharge is greater than 55 meter cube per second and they ask you to limit the velocity to 2.5 meter per second, means you have to use this formula for finding out area and this formula for finding out the perimeter. You have to study this formula for deriving the design of, for solving the design of line canal. Okay, so here this is a July 2000 Part C problem. Design a canal line channel to carry a discharge 500 meter cube here itself, which is greater than 55 meter cube per second. Side slope is given, Manning's constant is given, bed slope is given, side slope is given, Manning's constant is given, and also they are representing permissible velocity is 2.5 meter cube per second. So you have to design the trapezoidal channel with this area formula and with this perimeter formula. Okay, so in order to find the dimensions, design means nothing but dimensions, breadth and depth. So if you know the area, you can easily find out what is the breadth and depth. Okay, so area formula is there. In that theta is unknown. First you have to find out the theta. Okay, first you have to find out the theta. How to find out the area? They have given discharge and velocity. From that you can easily find out what is the area. Okay, so here write down the given data. Q is given, side slope is given, bed slope is given, Vmax is given, N is given. You have to find the dimensions. So you have to design the trapezoidal channel like this. This will be your breadth and this will be your depth. Okay, so here area formula is there, P is here. What is your first step? You have to find the value of area. How to find the value of area? Q is equal to, this is your first step. Okay, this is your first step. Q is equal to area into velocity. From that you can easily find out area. What is your second step? What is your second step? You have to find the R. How to find the R? V is equal to 1 by N, R raised to 2 by 3, S raised to half. In that R is not given, so you can easily find out R. Okay, this is your second step. What is your third step? With this R you can easily find out what is the wetted perimeter by using the formula R is equal to area by wetted perimeter. So wetted perimeter will be area divided by R, so that you can easily find out perimeter. So we are having only two formula, A is equal to P is equal to. In that left hand side values we got it. Is it? Area value is known, perimeter value is known. Okay, so in that formula area value, perimeter value we have found it out. What about theta? Theta is nothing but the side slope angle. The side slope angle. What is the side slope angle? 1:1. 1:1 means theta is equal to 45 degree. Okay, so if the theta is alone, if it is coming alone means you have to substitute in terms of radians. So A is equal to y into b plus y theta. You have to substitute theta in terms of radians plus y cot 45. Okay, you will get one value. Like that you have to find out for perimeter. So how to convert it to radians? You have to multiply it by pi by 180 degree. Okay, so you'll get two equations. Substitute area. So here you'll get one equation and here also one equation. You got the two equation, no? From that take B, find out B. This is your B equation. Substitute this B in this equation. Okay, so it will be, everything will be in terms of y. By using the quadratic equation you can able to find out the value for y. You'll have the two roots. You'll have the two roots. Substitute the two roots in the B equation so that you will get what is B. Okay, so this is your answer. Write down the result. In that one will be negative, positive root and negative root. So one will be negative. So neglect the negative value and write on the positive value. Okay, so when you have to use this equation is if the discharge is greater than 55 meter cube per second and the velocity is limited to 2.5 meter per second, you have to go for the this type of design. Okay, this one. This is a model prototype, 1:10 scale model of a passenger car. They have given everything. We know model is to prototype is equal to 1:10. So LP is equal to 10 Lm. LP by Lm is equal to Lr. They have given velocity of the prototype and drag force of the model is given. You have to find drag for the prototype and power for the prototype. So as it is a drag, you have to apply Reynolds model law. What is Reynolds model law? What is Reynolds model law? This is the Reynolds model law. Reynolds number for the model is equal to prototype. Rho m Lm Vm divided by mu m is equal to rho p Lp Vp divided by mu p. So as they have given model and prototype has the same properties, you can cancel rho and mu. So finally you will get Lm Vm is equal to Lp Vp. So Vm by Vp is equal to Lp by Lm. What is Lp by Lm? It's nothing but Lr. So you can write Vp by Vm is equal to 1 by Lr. Okay. So as Lp by Lm is equal to Lr, Vm by Vp is equal to Lr. What about Vp by Vm? It will be 1 by Lr. 1 by Lr means 1 by 10. What is force? Rho L square V square. So find it out, Fp by Fm. So finally you'll get like this, Fp by Fm is equal to 1. As the drag force for the model is given, so Fp will be the same value, 350 Newton. The next is they ask you to find out the power to overcome the drag for the prototype. So Pp, power in the prototype, is equal to force in the prototype into velocity. Velocity is given, force we have found it out, so multiply it, you will get the answer. That's all. Clear?